Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Today I am going to be doing a challenge within a challenge, I guess, with Verity over at Red Dirt and Stardust here on YouTube and over on Instagram. I will be sure to have her link down below to all the places. Since we're doing Dude You Panned My Battleship with the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette, we decided to give each other 3 eyeshadows to create a look with. So the 3 eyeshadows Verity chose for me were Plasma. Let me swatch these for you guys. This is a beautiful green shadow. And I know Verity mentioned it in her intro to this project that she loves greens. And so do I, which is part of the reason I chose this palette and I picked this one up. So I think we were in the same headspace when choosing the Dark Fantasy palette. Just all the greens and the purples and stuff is just something that I love. So moving right along, I have them written down so I don't forget anything. We have Grunge. It's this matte, dark, deep purple. And last but not least, this beautiful shimmery, glittery purple called Nightmare. I will be choosing every other shade with the exception of one from this palette. As of right now, I'm thinking what I might do is sort of a look I've kind of done in the past, where I do like one eye, one color, one eye, the other color, and then underneath flip-flopping, because I kind of do like that look. I won't be going my whole face today, but I will leave products in the description box below, so I'm not going to do that on camera today. The exception to the eyeshadow that I will be pulling is from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Rivera palette in the shade Estate, and I'll be just using that to set my eyeshadow primer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the purples I'm definitely going to use together, and I may even take Reality to deepen it up just a tiny bit. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then like this beautiful just quad of greens here I think I'm going to use as well. So I guess there's nothing left to do but jump on in. I'm really excited about this challenge. I know Verity mentioned in her intro video to Dude You Panned My Battleship that she was focusing on the matte shades for this challenge, which I think was a very interesting idea because I had the mentality of focusing on these shimmers because I know I can hit pan on these shimmers fairly quickly. This is actually my first Beauty Bay palette I have purchased, and since then I bought 2 more. But this is the original one in my collection. So she does have the advantage there, I would say, when it comes to knowing like how these shadows perform. And even with her previous Dude You Panned My Battleship with Pretty as a Peacock, like she kind of has some advantage in that aspect of knowing, like I said, how these shadows work for her and, you know, the formula and that sort of thing and what she can easily hit pan on. So I'm trying to find that with the Beauty Bay palettes myself. So I'm interested in seeing how that's going to go. So I prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is just the original one. I feel like I've had that forever and it's just hanging on. But I've noticed I've stopped using eye primer as much. So that might also be why. So, like I said, just setting that with Estate from my Anastasia Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. Now I'm just going to jump into this. I'm not really sure what direction I'm going to go with this. I should have probably grabbed more brushes, but we're going to figure it out. I think I'm going to start on the green side. I'm going to do the green on this side and the purple on this side and go from there. So first and foremost, I'm going to start with Plasma since it is one of the required shades for this challenge right here. And I'm going to like just start packing that on my crease, I think. One of the things I really like about challenges like this is because it makes me like think outside of the box and lets me incorporate different like colors that I probably would not normally pair together. And we have done this, I think, before with the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, I believe it was. We decided to choose a few shades for each other to use that way and create a look. So this is not something that's like we haven't done for each other before. And she always like pushes me out of my comfort zone. Sorry, Loki's in here and he's like trying to get to the kids on the other side of the glass door. Loki, lie down. I'm sorry. So don't be surprised if you see a little nose pop up every now and then. So he's kind of in trouble, so he needs to be in here with me right now. Lay down, Loki. But I'm really, I don't know, I feel like Verity makes me push my boundaries a little bit, which I like. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Slime and just, I think, actually, no, I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to go in with the shade Spaced, which is a dark green, which, if you've been following me for a while, you know, greens are just absolute favorite eyeshadow color, which I never thought I would like, but green is my favorite color anyway. So the fact that I can make green eyeshadow work for me in a way that I think I don't look absolutely ridiculous is nice. And I'm just gonna kind of follow that just a little bit so I can go back in and blend it out just a little. And I feel like with this look, it's going to be a lot of etching out with the darker colors and then blending. But that's kind of what I'm wanting to go for today. In hopes that it doesn't look like garbage. I really like this green because it reminds me of Christmas. Like one of those spruce trees. He is being very loud today. I'm sorry. You would think he would be very quiet, but he's not, especially at night. Like you can't see Loki at all at night, like when we take him for walks and stuff. What gives him away is he has like his ID tags on his collar, like his shots or whatever, his rabies vaccinations and stuff, as well as like his AKC registers tags and all that. So they cling together and he's just so loud. If he didn't have those on him, he would be like very, very quiet and he would be very, very sneaky, but it's just not in the cards for him. So I think I'm going to do the same thing as this side, but kind of sketch it out with the purple. Loki, get out of stuff. And I said I was going to probably just use the this palette, but I might bring in this purple shade here. Canes. Please don't be mad if I'm like butchering that name, because I never said I was the greatest at pronouncing things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use canes and like do like I did with plasma and sketch it out, and then go in with grunge like I did spaced. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Why not? Today's just a fun day. I don't have anything else planned, except for like cleaning the house and stuff. So that's about it. My kids are home from school. I don't plan on going anywhere else. We only have like 2 more days left until winter break here, which it always trips me out with Verity, especially recently. And she's like, oh, summer. And then I have to realize like she's like across the globe from me, because I'm like, wait, what? It's summer there? It always trips me out. And I don't know if that's how you guys are, but I'm always like, no, it's not summer. It's winter. Well, almost winter. I think it's technically still fall until the 21st, but it's winter to me. So then I'm going to take grunge, this dark purple, and I'm going to literally do like on this side, like just the whole V shape, and just kind of blend it out. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out today, and it's okay. I really like these challenges. It's about just playing with makeup and just having fun, you know? I think sometimes I take myself too serious with these challenges, and I want things to be like absolutely perfect, and then I'm like, did I have fun with it? No. So that's what I'm trying to, I don't know, keep in mind. I'm gonna put a little bit of this this Urban Decay primer. I don't know why I said NYX, but this Urban Decay primer on my hand, and then I'm gonna tap it on my lid on each side, just like so. And then I'm gonna take this brush. I did not bring enough brushes in here. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Machine for this side, and then I'm gonna take Nightmare and go in on the lid on this side. Okay, go lay down. He is being very distracting today. So let's go ahead and just pack this on. Isn't that a gorgeous color? Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Machine, like, I don't see this being a machine color. Like, does that make sense? Like, I could get it if it was like green lights and stuff on a machine, but when I think of a machine, I think more of like a silvery gray. For me personally, I think this should have been Code, because when I think of Code, I think of like the black background with like the green letters, and then this should have been Machine. But that's just me. Do you guys ever do that? Do you ever think when you look at your palettes that you're like, some things should have been named differently? That doesn't make sense to me, but oh well, it's still a pretty color. I do, all the time. Especially at night. Because I tend to watch a lot of YouTube before bed. And then I'll be up. I'm like, oh, yeah, that doesn't. Oh, watching YouTube videos and stuff. Like, oh, yeah, I would have named that something completely different. Okay, then I'm going to take Nightmare and literally do the same thing as I did with Machine. Again, look how beautiful that is. I love these shimmers in this palette. And I think that's part of the reason I do want to focus on the shimmers, is because, like, they're just so gorgeous. And there's enough in here that I feel like I can figure out where these ships are as soon as I hit pan on one of them. I think. I don't know. That's the fun of this, you know? Let's see. So we're just gonna pop that down. And then I'm gonna take this brush again and kind of blend it just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to do my base off camera because I want to clean this up and get everything else laid down. And then I will be right back. So I'm going to just do a quick run through of everything I used on my base. I used the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Vanilla. I used my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Nougat. I used my Sophia and Mabel Too Pretty Champagne Toast highlighter and bubbly blush. I actually hit pan on this blush the other day. This is the last powder blush I actually have in my collection. So if you have any recommendations for a powdered blush, please let me know. I'm on the hunt, but for now, I'm going to be using some eyeshadow shades to kind of get a vibe of maybe a color I would like to pick up or a few colors I would like to pick up, because this, and then I have a potted almost jelly cream blush from e.l.f. that I have. And those are the only two blushes I have left in my collection. And so I'm going to jump back to the eyes. What I've been doing lately, and I've been actually liking, is instead of using the highlighter on my face that I put right here, is I've been taking this stark white, the shade Atmosphere, because I'm not really sure how else I'm going to use it. If we already put a ship there, I hope she did not, is just doing a little bit under my brow bone right here. There we go. Just a tiny bit, nothing like too crazy, but just enough. And I think it makes a little bit of a difference. I don't know. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take this little ankle, like really flat brush. And I think I'm gonna take a mix of slime, this really bright green right here, and plasma, and put it under this lower lash line. Just to add another dimension, I think, with that neon green there. And then for this lower lash line, I'm going to take Grunge and Canes. So Grunge and Canes, and do the same thing on this lower lash line. Just mix them together a little bit, back and forth. Just to get that intentional mix-matched look I like. Might actually add a little more of the slime color to this side. I keep adjusting this, and then I'm gonna have eyeshadow like all the way down here, but it'll be okay. There we go. I think that's all I'm gonna do from now. Then I thought it would be fun to take another shimmer in this palette to just pop it on my inner corner. So I'm not sure if I want to do Hack, which is this pinky glittery shade. I also have Grime I haven't touched. That's really pretty. I have Code. It's more of a true silver instead of a gray compared to Grime. We got Source, which is a blue, which I don't think blue is going to complement. Distortion is like a I see like almost a orangey shift in that, like a purpley. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. We got encrypted and transmission, which are the last two I would probably consider. This is more of like a true gold, and this is more of a rose gold. But I'm thinking I might want to do code, actually, just to add a little pop. I apologize. I helped at my son's holiday party at school the other day, and like since then I've like had like this sinus head cold, I guess. And I was telling my husband, I was like, we know it's that time of the year because every time I help out at school, I come home sick. I'm around a bunch of kids I'm not typically around, and I get sick. So maybe I just need to take some more precautions, or just start taking vitamin C or something, immune boost on, leading up to events like that. Because every time I get sick, I had to put off filming a few videos a couple of weeks ago because I completely lost my voice, and it was the same thing. I helped out at a school event, and then it was just gone. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But, there we go. I think that looks really cool. Just and then, I'm really happy with this look, especially since I got more than just the 3 shadows in this challenge out of this palette used today, which, hey, I'll take that as a win. Especially on some of these shimmers, because every use counts. Every use counts in this palette. I know Verity is tracking the usage on her palette, like each shade. I was going to do that, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I really don't have time to do that. In the morning, I have like 10-15 minutes to slap on a face of makeup and walk out the door, pretty much. And my kids don't cooperate in the morning, so I just have to go. And I can't remember at the end of the day, oh, I used this shadow today. So I'm going to quickly go off camera to do my eyebrows and just finish up my face in general, and I will be right back. So, real quick, what I used. So, I used my Artistry Automatic Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Brown in my brows. My No Budge Retractable Eyeliner from e.l.f. in my waterline. I used my Maybelline The Colossal Curl Bounce. This is a new mascara that I'm trying out. That I've never used before. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. I like how it looks on my bottom lashes. I don't know if I like how it looks on my top lashes. If you use this one and you like it, let me know. If you like something else, let me know too. Mascara has never been one of those things that, like, for me personally, like, it has to be like name brand, or, if that makes sense. Eyeliner and mascara I typically pick up from the drugstore. It's right there. It's cheaper. It's easier, and I go through it quite a bit, and I go through it fast. So it's just one of those things in my head, at least, that for me, it's not worth paying like $22 for a mascara, but you do you. What else did I use? I decided to use a combination of my Copacetic Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Pretty Penny, and then I topped that with the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil, and this is in the shade, does it have a shade on it? Honey Talks. So this combo is what that is. And this is the final look. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.